No, we don't have to tell anybody yet. Good morning. This is Margaret from the University of Sewing, and this is Facebook Live. Today we want to invite you to our shop. I hope you have time for a road trip because we've got exciting news for you. Now, those of you who were on yesterday, you've seen a little bit of it, but we're going to show off our new remodel. So, Dave, why don't you take and do a little bit of this is now what you see when you walk into the shop. It's really different. We moved a wall, guys. So it was a lot of different things, a lot of moving parts. We've tried to get everything kind of reorganized. We still have a couple things to do, but we're really close and we have some lovely things to show off now. We've got a whole room full of Q20s and Q16s sitting out here. We've got our Bernina machines with our L890 and our 590 crystal editions out here. It looks really great, but we usually don't do a lot of Bernina talk on Saturday, so I'm just going to kind of show you around some other things that I hope you will be interested in. We carry a wonderful selection of our Schmidt's needles, and Schmidt's needles are the preferred brand of Bernina. How I know that is all the Bernina needles are made by Schmidt. So I'm going to guess that that's their preferred brand. So we have that. We carry some 100% Egyptian cotton 3-ply thread, very good strong construction thread. But for those of you who like to do some clothes and you like to be able to baste with silk thread, we carry a wonderful collection on various colors of silk thread. Now, I don't think that the silk thread is all online. Some of it may be there, but most of it probably isn't. So that might be something you need to call us up and say, hey, Margaret, do you have any champagne or black or whatever colors? I mean, we've even got this really pretty kind of sage green. And these are all clover colors, so they're not, you can find all of the clover silk threads online. And we carry, I'm pretty certain we carry all of them. Don't forget, we have a beautiful collection of cotton petites. These are everything from variegated to solid. They're 12-weight threads. What do you use the 12-weight
Hey, Margaret, we got to take a minute.
Okay.
So Kathy and Donna both have shared already. And what's the giveaway today?
Oh, Margaret forgot. See, usually Denise reminds me of all this stuff. So unless you're going to talk and tell them about what we're seeing, I've got to take a second here to figure that out. So you just go ahead and share. You know I'll give you a good prize. Oh, I know what we could give them. So how about the 2022 Needle Travel Guide?
That'd be nice.
That will be really nice. And you know what? I know you're all ready to get out and start seeing things. So this is a great guide to all of the different places across the U.S. that sell any kind of quilt stores and embroidery stores and things like that. So this is a wonderful little book, and we will give this away today. And remember, when you share, please let us know you shared in the comments, because a lot of you have it where your settings are set up so that we wouldn't see it. Otherwise, privacy settings will make sure that we don't see them. But we would like to know that you shared so we can give away our prize for the day. We pick one of you who shared. Yesterday we had 12 shares. So thank you very much. We appreciate it. But make sure that you do actually hit the share button. We've run into a problem where I think people thought they shared, but it didn't actually happen. So we'd like to make sure that you actually did share. Last weekend, if you weren't here yesterday, I want to tell you, we ended up with sending things to Alaska. We ended up with sending things to Wyoming, Montana, just all over the West Coast, it seemed like. We did Utah, and we did, let's see, Alaska, Hawaii, Utah, Montana, and I'm trying to think of Nevada. So we just sent things all over, and yesterday we sent something down to Texas. So it's been really wonderful. We've been able to send these things all over the country, and most of it has been Bernina things, but now we're getting some people starting to realize that we carry some really unique apparel fabric. We carry some really unique other things. And so that's why I want to show you around a little bit today and make sure that you see all these new things.
And where is Denise today?
Denise is off at a retreat with her buddies, which I'm totally jealous of. I have not gone to a retreat in 2 years, so I miss them. But she is making it to one, and we're going to take our fabric truck down to see this group of folks down where was it at?
It's near Crane and Owensburg, but it's one of the Bedford quilt
groups. Okay, so we've got that. Again, we were starting to talk about cotton batiks, and I didn't get to finish saying that what you should use them for. Well, for one thing, you can use them for top stitching. They're a top stitching weight, so they're going to be a 12 weight, and they're going to show up really brightly for you. But if you're doing decorative stitching, these can fit through a size 12 needle, and you will have, you can use them for your decorative stitches, and it'll be really beautiful. They're really gorgeous colors, very bright and very happy colors. So there's variegated ones, and there are all kinds of various things here. And I love using this thread. You can use it for hand sewing or for machine sewing. Now, this is one I really wanted to make sure we talked about today. If you've not used any Deco Bob yet, I'm sure you've heard about it. And this is an 80 weight 2-ply polyester thread. Now, what's so special about that? Well, it turns out it's strong enough to do construction. It is strong enough for your piecing, for quilting. You can use it for paper piecing. You can use it for buttonholes. The really lovely thing about this thread is it's very thin, so it doesn't like pile up on itself and make it look very dense and sometimes not very attractive. This is a really nice thread in that it is going to go ahead and it's going to lay very pretty beside itself. You would be able to do some wonderful embroidery with this. So if you haven't tried it, it's a very reasonable 1060 for 2,000 meters, and I really like it. I've used it for some projects, and it's been very nice. We carry Isacore. One of the things you might not realize we carry is we carry Wonderfil's Glamour. And Glamour is this wonderful sparkly fabric, or excuse me, not fabric, obviously, it's thread. It's a sparkly thread, and it's wonderful for using in serger projects. So you would use that in your loopers, and it's going to look really pretty. So we've got either individual colors for the Glamour, or you can buy it in this wonderful set that comes in all these different colors. This is kind of like a coffee color, a white gold. We've got a really beautiful blue, and we've got a copper gold, and then we've got silver. Thank you, Alice. There we go. Alice brought me a picture or a sample of one of the things she used, and look how beautiful that is. And you use that in the needles and in the
upper and lower looper.
Upper and lower looper, but no needles. Okay, upper and lower loopers is where she used this, and it's really turned out gorgeous. So I wanted you to know that we had all these different threads. We do carry some Aurifil. We try to keep the Aurifil to mostly basics, but Aurifil and any Isacore, any of those you ever want, if you just tell us the colors that you want, we'll be happy to order it for you, and we can always get that for you. So, and we carry the entire line of this cotton batiks and the Deco Bob, so you can have any of those. So, but as you look around, the whole place has really changed, and something else that maybe you aren't aware of, and Dave, you can probably give them a little bit of a hint of what's going on here, is we carry a really extensive line of stabilizers and interfacings including silk organza. So depending on the kind of sewing you're doing, you are really going to find a lot of very, very interesting things, I think, that you may not find anywhere else. I try to make sure that we carry 60-inch wide knit interfacing. We carry 45-inch wide woven fusible interfacing, and those are a little bit unusual. Most places don't carry them, but the nice thing is when you have an entire 45 inches or an entire 60, whenever you're working on something, then you don't have to worry about piecing things together. So that's really nice. Look what we just got. We just got a whole bunch of new Amanda Murphy rulers, and I've got another whole group of them. We've got a whole bunch of them on order that we're going to be getting some more, because remember what's coming up in May. We are doing an event on our Q series, and there's actually 3 of them. There is one for those of you who already own a Q long arm. And that one, we are going to train you on some new things with Q-matic that I think you can use, and I think you will be really happy to participate. That particular event is Saturday morning on May 14th. May 13th in the afternoon, on both of the 13th and the 14th, we're offering a Q sit-down event. Betsy Carlson, who's a wonderful Bernina educator, is going to be here, and she is going to be showing off roller work and all kinds of things that you can do with those Q sit-down units. And you know, there's never anything quite like sitting down with a Bernina educator. You have questions you can ask her. She can show you what some of these functions are that you never realized that you could do with the Q series. And she is just, she's got a really funny sense of humor, and you will really enjoy her. So sit down people, anyone interested in the sit down versions, those are going to be available both on the 13th and the 14th of May in the afternoon. And then for Friday morning, we are going to be doing a long arm event so that you can see maybe what you're thinking about a studio frame, or you're wanting a long arm, or you're just dreaming about it right now. That would be the event for you to come to, because you're going to really get to see the functionality. Which one do you want? Whether or not you have the space. By the way, we've got the mats you can roll out at your house, and you can take them home, and we can find out if that's what you need, if you have the space for any of our Q long arms. So we have that for you here. If you want some more details about those events, please go on to our website at universityofsewing.com. Those particular events are on our calendar, or they're in our classes. So you will find them in both places. Don't forget, you only have a week now. There's only 1 week to sign up for our events for embroidery placement next Thursday. And we have a 2-day mystery make event on our Bernina sewing machines that is going to be on Friday and Saturday. Both events, you will get lunch provided. We're going to have door prizes and special pricing and all kinds of fun things. The embroidery placement event is for someone who's either got an embroidery unit or maybe wants to add one to their Bernina sewing machine. The mystery make event is for those who maybe have just recently bought a 790 or an 880 or a 770 plus, or for the person who's thinking about upgrading. You will be really happy to go to those events and figure out if this is the investment you want to make. So you'll have a lot of fun. And if you've already made it and you want to see all the wonderful features of your machine, you'll have a good time at those events. So let's see, where are we at here? We've got 15 minutes before we go, and we have something special to show you. I told you about the roller work stuff, but we're going to go over and take them over to see the dinosaur. We have the dinosaur. So check this out. We've been talking about it. If you guys followed us last year when Dave and I were on a road trip, you know I bought one of these panels and I fell in love with it. And I told you I was going to go ahead and get this. now look at this, and this wonderful new panel that is part of, I'm going to just tell you there's only 8 of them. We only have 8. We've got some really cool dinosaurs. You've got your Brontosauruses and your T-Rex, and you've got a Triceratops, a version of him in any case. And I think it's actually maybe I think he's a artistically drawn one. Oh, we can do that. Yeah, that would be, hey Dave, Alice is willing to help us do this and show this guy off. This is so gorgeous. The colors are amazing. Don't you have someone who would love this dinosaur quilt? I know I do. I've already got mine done except for the binding. We're going to have it hang up here until we sell out of these. These are really cute. Look at this guy down here with the feathers. And this is a Stegosaurus down here. We've got little, I wonder if those are little raptors down there. And a big raptor up there. You know, these are really fun. So this is a really beautiful, beautiful, we have to have the, there's the volcano in the background, gorgeous colors. This is, I hope that these colors are showing off in the video because they are really super. So we have 8 of these available, so don't wait too long. You need to get this while it's available. It's only $42.50. Only $42.50. So that is available right now, and we hope that you will find that as much fun as we did. So now I have just a few more fabrics to show you. We got in another cotton sateen 108-inch wide fabric. This is so lovely. The colors in this are gorgeous, and it is so, so beautiful. It's from Garden Gloss, a Wishful collection. It's a Robert Kaufman. Robert Kaufman's been having a lot of fun with these cotton sateens. This is 108 inches wide. It feels absolutely amazing. So this is appropriate for the back of the quilt so that it feels really nice against your skin. But ladies, I'm telling you, this is gonna make one heck of a cute maxi dress in my opinion. This is really pretty. I am thinking about what I might do with it, maybe a tunic top. So I'm getting ready to maybe think about that for this fabric, and I think you will really love it. Don't forget, you can always ask for samples, and we will send you a piece of the fabric so that you can see if you like it on you or not. Now, look at this wonderful fabric. This is a 60-inch wide cotton jersey. It has the lycra in it, so it's gonna have wonderful recovery. It's a really great weight, and it is beautiful. The colors in this are gorgeous teals with a superb drape to it. Another Robert Kaufman. We've been really pleased with what we've been getting from them. This is really pretty colors. You're gonna really enjoy this one, and it's gonna make up into a great dress or a top. There's just a really big variety of things. And I love the print because, well, it's not necessarily a small print, it's an overall print, and it's not gonna just read, I have big flowers over me or something like that, you know? That's one of the things I think most of us don't want. So think about how you could turn this into a really lovely piece for you. I think it's really pretty fabric. It does have a very much an optical white background. So if optical white isn't necessarily a good color for you, that might not be the right one. But again, there's so much teal and greens in this, it might still work, especially for those of us who can go back and forth from those a little bit. Okay guys, look at these wonderful fabrics. These are all linen. They're 60 inches wide, they're 100% linen, and they're all shirting. So, I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but Cashmerette has come out with the Vernon Shirt. The Vernon Shirt's gonna be a really great button-down shirt. It's got darts in it, and I'll tell you what, as soon as we get those in here, I will let you know. I've already placed an order for them. They are really, that is a cute shirt pattern. And this will be perfect fabric for it. Now, as with linens, oftentimes, and I'm trying to break things right now, it's not completely opaque, but it also, I don't think, is super sheer. So what I was thinking about with this, as far as this fabric goes, I honestly think that you are not going to have to really wear something under this. I think, of course, we'll wear our proper undies under it, but I don't think it's really going to show up unless you wear like a black bra under one of the lighter colors or something like that might show up. But as long as you're wearing a nude color under it, I don't think it's really even going to be obvious that it's got a little sheerness to it. I think what it is going to mean is that it's going to be a really perfect fabric for summer. Again, let me send you a sample and you can take a look at it and make your own decisions about that and see what you think. I was really worried that it was going to be a little too sheer, but when I put my green shirt under this pink, it's not showing. So I think it's going to be okay. And if you're concerned about it, you can always wear a cami under it. So I think it would make a great tunic. I don't think I would make pants out of it without lining it, but it is wonderful for any kind of a top, and or even a dress. And then on the dress, you certainly could line it. And again, it's just really beautiful. And you can see my very dark green sweater under here, and you can't see it. So it's really beautiful fabric. It has a wonderful drape. I mean, look at that, how beautiful that's draping. And, you know, we did the whole crinkle test. Oh, yeah, it wrinkles some, but nothing like some of the linens we've seen. Because of it's a little bit lighter weight, I don't think it's getting quite the same stiffness that you'll see and the same wrinkles you get in a bottom weight linen. These are really, really beautiful, and I think you're going to really enjoy them. So we have it in this beautiful, this is a brown, but it's definitely got a little bit of a green undertone, but it's really interesting. You put this with black and it just turns more chocolatey. You put it with green and it looks a little bit more green. It's very interesting fabric. I really love the color. We've got this gorgeous pink, wonderful, wonderful pink. I keep on seeing a sleeveless button up top in my future here. We've got a nice denim-y color. We've got this beautiful green. And we've got a wonderful purple. And then some red. Those of you who are Bernina people, you will know we have a special place in our heart for red. All right, so we are getting close to that time. Saturdays in particular, I really do need to close up. Don't forget to share. We've got the travel guide for you to win this time around. We haven't given one of those away in a long time because people weren't traveling. This is a perfect time for a road trip to see our shop and see all the wonderful things that we've done. You guys will be shocked when you come in. I can't wait to see some of you. I know some of you are coming for the events and you haven't been here since we moved the wall and did all the changes. You are gonna love what you see. We've got a lot bigger, more open space. It feels really good in here now. Not that it didn't feel good before, but it really feels nice now. Everybody talks about how the openness and the airiness have really just been a wonderful addition. So we are looking forward to seeing you. By the way, keep an eye on the end of bolts. I am going through a lot of fabric right now, and we are putting a lot of things in the end of bolts. So if you're in for a deal, go look at the end of bolts, because there's going to be more stuff added to that on a regular basis here for the next, I'm sure, for the next month or two. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and come and join us next Friday for Facebook Live.